Boris Johnson says people should work in person again because when he works from home he gets distracted by cheese.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Isn't his in-office work still from his home?
He probably made that erroneous statement whilst distracted by a block of cheddar. Happens to the best of us.
You joke, but this may be the most relatable thing I have ever seen this man say.
Cheese is like ambrosia.
Wait. They have ambrosia cheese where you are.
I want to buy some cheese.
It's not much of a cheese shop really, is it?
Sounds like he's in over his head.
I think Boris might not realize the rest of us don't have quite so much rat in our pedigree as he does, so we're not quite as susceptible to this problem.
He looks like he could have been Ron Weasley's rat.
Does Gromit also live at 10 Downing Street?
Wallace would be a way better Prime Minister than Boris.
A nice block of Wensleydale would be a better PM than Boris. Andrew Jackson's White House had a 6-ton block of cheese in the foyer.
It's calculated distraction. Now when you Google Johnson and cheese you get this silly story that meets his cultivated goofball persona instead of the stories about the cheese and wine lockdown parties he got fined for. He's done this sort of thing plenty of times to try and bury bad stories.
Yup, he pulled the same shit with the Brexit bus. When it all blew up in his face, he suddenly unveiled his passion for making model buses, and no, I'm not making this up. If I didn't think he was such a devious, dangerous POS, I'd say that was pretty clever.
When your job requires you to be available for 8 hours and gives you 4 or less hours of actual work, the job can be better handled remotely.
What jobs are these? No, seriously. I want in.
My job requires 8 hours of availability, and requires about 1 to 2 hours of actual work on most days. I work as an in-house regulatory compliance specialist in the international industrial chemicals trade.
Same but in a different field.
Same. I joke I exist as break glass in case of emergency, because most days I don't do shit, but then I'll have a week where everything is on fire and the decisions I'm making are in the millions of dollars of impact, and damn do I feel in the zone. And then it's back to tons of soul-crushing drudgery as I get ahead on my reading. Honestly, after a certain point having nothing to do is miserable. At least working from home I can clean and do laundry and stuff while still being just as available for emergencies.
That sounds awful. I'd hate to do a job where I was sitting on my hands all day.
Yeah, if only you could be at home and do other shit while you have no workload, or something. Laughing face.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.